There's no denying that No Man's Sky holds a very special place in my heart. After discovering almost 200 planets, a ton of species, and crafting my way to the center of the universe, only to have my hopes, dreams, and aspirations completely destroyed. And here we go. This is it. The center. Here we come. Oh. I swear to God.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization.
You dirty fucking hippie.
Life support systems activated.
You start over in a new dimension. What the fuck? And my ship is broken. You gotta be kidding me, my ship is broken. Oh my God. Alright, we reached the center. It puts you in a new dimension. Ruins your ship. Oh my God! It ruins my gun. And... oh my God. And it ruins all of my exosuit. Wow. No Man's Sky had a very rocky start, with its lead developer Sean Murray being criticized for overselling the game. Most notably, Sean Murray promised that there would be multiplayer gameplay in the game, and when the game arrived, well, it didn't have multiplayer.
Will you be able to play with your friends? Yeah.
Following the release of No Man's Sky, Hello Games and Sean Murray became an overnight meme sensation. And it didn't help the fact, but Sean Murray and Hello Games went completely dark and quiet for 2 months straight. A lot of gamers like myself heavily criticize Hello Games and Sean Murray for this quiet period. If you've got a fire, it's best to address it. It's not best just to stare at it and just kind of smile and be like... I openly admit that Hello Games and Sean Murray made a mistake by overselling this game. But that does not mean No Man's Sky is a bad game. At its surface level, No Man's Sky is a space exploration game where players must travel and explore across the universe with the capability to explore 18 quintillion procedurally generated planets. Since its release, I have been an avid supporter of No Man's Sky. I have enjoyed every update that has came out since, and I've received a lot of crap for that. I'm known as the No Man's Sky kid amongst all my friends. But honestly, I think that this game did something really special. It innovated. And in today's gaming industry, no one innovates. Literally, Assassin's Creed, same game every single year. The exact same gaming mechanics. Madden, WWE 2K, FIFA, whatever sporting game you want to talk about, it's the exact same game. Call of Duty, exact same game every single year. Yes, the maps change. Yes, there's new characters. But it's the exact same game mechanics. No Man's Sky innovated in a gaming industry that refuses to innovate. And that's worth noting as something special. The literal shitstorm for this game got so heated that Steam offered refunds to players who played less than 50 hours of No Man's Sky. Since the initial release, Hello Games has released 2 updates to No Man's Sky. The Foundation update, which featured the ability to build bases and create a home on the planet of your choice. On top of base building, they also added a story mode with AI that sends you on missions throughout the universe. The second major update is titled the Pathfinder Update, and it allows players to build 4 separate vehicles that allow them to explore their home planets more effectively, released March of this year. Well, it looks like No Man's Sky and Hello Games are about to release another gameplay update, and honestly, this is probably the coolest lead up to a gaming update release that I have ever seen. Before I go any further, I need to give a shout out to a viewer, Brandon, aka BadBoy17 Mr. B, who brought Project Waking Titan to my attention. Honestly, I was completely unaware of this, and once I started reading, man, I was going further and further and further down this rabbit hole, and I don't even know if I'm out of it yet. I'm still enveloped by this entire series. You're probably wondering, what's Project Waking Titan? Well, Project Waking Titan is an ARG, or an alternate reality game. Wikipedia defines an ARG as an interactive network narrative that uses the real world as a platform and employs transmedia storytelling to deliver a story that may be altered by players' ideas or actions. Wiki Games Detectives has done a phenomenal job at documenting every single step of Project Waking Titan, and I've included a link in the comment section down below if you want to know more. It all started on May 27, 2017, when a Twitter account dedicated to ARGs titled ARGN posted the following tweet. The tweet read, ProjectWT.com features a map that includes 60 pinpointed locations on the map. Each of the locations reveals a location's name and a status of confirmed or standby. The locations that are marked as confirmed also include a link that leads to a live stream of a country's local radio station. While doing a Google search, players also discovered WakingTitan.com. And upon clicking this, it asks a user for a username and password, which, well, at the time, none of us had. On June 2nd, the pinpoint for Moscow came online. However, data points seemed to be corrupted. Instead of Moscow being listed, the message of BW9ZY293 and a link to a paste bin was included. The link to the paste bin revealed a short message saying info@wakingtitan.com, phone number, you have until June 3rd, 1800 UTC. For users participating in Project Waking Titan that responded to that email address with their phone number, well, guess what? They received a phone call, and we have a recording of it.
Is Waking Titan. He arose, and on the stars, lifted his curved lips and kept them wide.
Some very experienced ARG players were able to determine that those words correlated with a similar verse. He arose, and on the stars lifted his curved lips and kept them wide, was from Hyperion by John Keats. While the majority of the players received the exact same message, one player received a different message.
This is Waking Titan. Username Waking Titan.
The username Waking Titan worked perfectly for WakingTitan.com, which left players wondering, what's the password? Well, remember that poem that was done by John Keats from Hyperion? Well, they took the word Hyperion, put it in the password form, and guess what? They got access. Upon entering the username and password, it revealed a hexagon with an arrangement of what the community is calling a sigil. At a certain period, these sigils begin to glow, and when you click on them, it asks you for your username and password. Well, the first sigil to glow asked for a username and password, but there was a little globe icon right at the bottom, and when you clicked on it, it revealed this PDF. The PDF was a top secret memo from Major Sophie Dubois to Elizabeth Layton. The secret memo included assessments to the project's assets, infrastructures, and participant skill. They also refer to current footprint and include social media websites like ARG sites, Twitter, Reddit, Game Detectives, etarc.org, Facebook, and 4chan. Final page of the PDF included a 5 alphanumeric formula that players rushed to solve and figured out that each of the break revealed a letter, ORION. Players rushed back to WakingTitan.com and entered the first password, Orion, into the first sigil. They received a message that said granted, and it unlocked the second sigil. Once again, needed another password. On June 8th, a broadcast began to play on ProjectWT.com throughout random times of the day. Here's a clip of the broadcast.
We are the mystery hiding in plain sight. You will find us. This broadcast is the first clue.
On June 8th, players also received an email alerting them that the second sigil was ready to be solved. The second sigil included the code CCXL/XV, which players noticed that the CCXL and XV are Roman numerals for 240 and 15, making the line dividing them to be the symbol to divide 240 by 15, which equals 16. 16, of course, being the correct password for the next sigil. Players who entered 16 into the password field received this really eerie video.
Help us.
Following the video, players had access to this top secret memo. The top secret memo alerted players of a live drop at Cafe Benet at 816 Broadway in New York City. The second piece of information was that players must introduce themselves as Dr. Putnam. At 7 p.m., Cafe Benet in New York City, a member of the Waking Titan ARG community, Nickel, was met by a courier who had this message to relay. Think outside the box. Something big is coming, and when we find out what it is, we must be prepared. Also remember that we are a science community first and foremost. Nickel was also given a piece of paper that included the following code. Players were able to determine that this was a form of base 64 coding, which is pretty common in ARGs. And when this was converted over to ASCII, they received the following coordinates. This is where it gets really cool, because these coordinates are actual coordinates of a location on a planet inside No Man's Sky's game. When players arrived at the coordinates on No Man's Sky, they were led to a communication station that displayed the following message. Players then took that message from the actual No Man's Sky communication station, took it over to WakingTitan.com, and entered it in the password field. And guess what? It worked. The next sequence appeared on June 10th on ProjectWT.com, when this broadcast aired on Seychelles SCBM Paradise FM's radio station.
I lost my grandmother, Emma, 2 years ago. She was 85. I miss her so much. But now, thanks to Echo software, I can hear her voice back just using a sample from an old home movie.
Are you filming this, honey?
I can make her say what makes me feel close to her again, like,
I love you, honey, and I'm leaving you all my jewelry.
thanks to Echo software, everybody's voice can be anybody's. Visit echo-64.com.
When players Googled Echo 64, they found a website, echo64.com. On the website, the company also had a phone number, and when you called the number, you received this message.
Echo is in transition and therefore cannot accept new input. When we achieve our predetermined finite state, we'll take new input and get back to you. Thank you.
The website also featured a series of 5 shapes, and upon clicking an actual shape, you receive the message saying the order of the things is formed by the angle of its measure. Simply put, click the shapes in the order of the decreasing angle. So circle, triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. When you click the shapes in the correct order, it reveals the following message. This breaks white into 7. So what breaks white into 7? Well, any Pink Floyd fan can tell you that a prism divides white light into 7 separate colors. And when you take the word prism, enter it into the sigil, guess what? Puzzle solved. On entering prism into the password field, we get this following message from Elizabeth Layton.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Layton, and I'm the CEO of the Atlas Foundation. Is anybody going to see this?
Next sequence included a link to multiverse technology, along with, on June 17th, Puerto Rico's very own WAEL 96 FM went live on ProjectWT.com with this advertisement.
Because of our recent discoveries in the fields of magnetic and geophysical anomalies, Multiverse Technologies is now hiring. If you or someone you know have research experience in the fields of radiation belts, computationalism, magnetic fields, or simply quantum electrodynamics, we will consider your application. If you have what it takes to break the laws of physics, contact us now at multiverse-75.com.
On June 24th, users discovered the website Myriad was linked to Waking Titan, and this ad aired on Bogata's Superclassica radio station.
If you believe the sky's the limit, you have it wrong. The government is the limit. We are Myriad. We specialize in open source microsatellite ventures, and we think the sky should belong to everyone. With over 37 safe launch stations around the world, we enable a constellation of possibilities, making the world a better place. It's time to launch a new era of regulations regarding microsatellites. Make your voice heard at myriad-70.com.
On July 8th, the first broadcast aired on Howard Stern's 101 XM.
We are the mystery hiding in plain sight. If you're curious enough, if you're bold enough, you will find us. Pay close attention.
Users listening to the message were able to determine that there was a form of Morse code in the background, and upon doing the formula, they came up with the term probabilistic computing was the message. Later on in the day of July 8th, the next message appeared on Howard Stern's radio show.
Sometimes you hear something that sticks in your mind afterward. You'll wonder about it in your quiet moments. A question without an answer. A puzzle you can't solve.
Once again, Morse code in the background. This time, brand new message, evolutionary computing. And then we get a third message on the Howard Stern show. Man, we have something in common, Hello Games. We both love Howard Stern.
Pay close attention. You followed our clues and solved our riddles. But you were missing a piece. Until now. Will you solve the mystery? Or will you wonder forever?
This time, the background Morse code didn't give us a term, it gave us a date. The date turned out to be the 19 May 1933, or May 19th, 1933, which users were able to equate that it would be Edward de Bono, who was born on May 19th, 1933, who also wrote books about probabilistic computing and evolutionary computing. The fourth and final message aired later on in the day on July 8th.
Have we got your attention? We are the mystery hiding in plain sight. If you're curious enough, if you're bold enough, you can look for answers at wakingtitan.com. Go. It's time to finish this and begin something new.
I know what you're thinking. You're sitting on the edge of your chair right now thinking, what did the Morse code say this time? Well, this time it was kind of weird. It gave us the code of blue, white, red, black, yellow, green, which users who are way too smart, or they just got Google, they were able to reference that that was actually an Edward de Bono book where he actually has a cover with hats that have blue, white, red, black, yellow, green hats. And honestly, I agree. This is the perfect reference. I mean, finally on July 8th, we received our final sigil, and wait for it. We received a message from God himself. Sean Murray reached out to us. The PDF reads, "We want to extend our gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the Mercury subroutine so far. We hope you have enjoyed the successful distribution of 180 access IDs, and we hope you will also appreciate the other interesting artifacts we have in store for you going forward. We intend to keep the process alive until the completion of Project Waking Titan in August. It is important to mention that we are very excited about the upcoming Phase 2 and 3 input from the Mercury subroutine. Will pave the way toward the new experience in version of 1.3 of a familiar universe. We look forward to the successful conclusion of this groundbreaking experiment. Regards, Sean Murray." On July 9th, everyone participating in Project Waking Titan received an email that linked them to a brand new Twitch page, twitch.tv/WakingTitan. And later on in the day, we were alerted that Waking Titan went live.
Hello. My name is Elizabeth Layton, and I'm the CEO of the Atlas Foundation. Congratulations. You've reached the end of the line, the final answer. You've proven your value beyond any shadow of a doubt. Thank you for everything you've accomplished so far. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Why is the Atlas Foundation doing this? What is it we hope to achieve? And what's your part in all this? I'm here to answer a few of your most burning questions. The Atlas Foundation is dedicated to studying the nature of reality itself. Over the last few weeks, we've been gathering together a community of creative and unpredictable individuals to help us in a series of, call them, collaborative thought experiments. You are the community we found, and you're everything we could have hoped for, and more. But now the real challenge begins. We're inviting you to join the Atlas Foundation Citizen Science Division. Over the next few weeks, we'll have a series of very specific tasks we'd like you to perform, starting specifically on July 21st. We would like you to perform these both individually and collectively. As you can see, we're giving you time to rest and prepare yourselves for what's coming. But none of us will be idle. Between now and then, we'd like you to answer a series of questions and apply for your Level 4 Atlas Pass to help us establish benchmarks for our future research. To take the next step, visit csd.atlas-65.com and join our Citizen Science Division today. We are on the brink of creating something truly amazing, something that will change our understanding of reality itself. Don't you want to be a part of that?
So this is where we are currently. Project Waking Titan and the Atlas Corporation are giving out 10,000 Level 4 Atlas passes. And let me be the first to say, as the only person out of all of my friends that have a Level 3 Atlas pass in No Man's Sky, that Level 4 Atlas pass is going to be super important. Personally, I don't want to wait till I actually receive it. I want to speculate the hell out of this. Let me know what you guys think it is in the comment section down below. Do you think that the 1.3 update to No Man's Sky is going to be as good as Project Waking Titan is kind of hyping us up to be? Personally, it could literally just be like a graphics update with some VR packages, and I would be perfectly fine with this. And I'd probably buy a VR. But I, of course, want to know what you think. Let me know what you guys are speculating or believing in the comment section down below.